Hey, my name is Brian Howard. I'm a sales and marketing manager for Megaputer Intelligence. I have been doing some sales for a insurance company and heard about the opportunity through someone that had already started working here, and applied because I have a huge interest in technology, but I just hadn't found myself getting involved with sales of software. Policies and insurance are technical in themselves, but more of the technology side is what interested me. I really enjoy just kind of the introduction from when I first started to text analytics and what that was really all about, because I had a lot of confusion of just thinking it was like coding, because my wife, she did her grad program and I remember her doing her data collection and things like that. So now with what I can do is usually like help our customers or even prospective customers kind of bridge that gap of understanding of what text analytics can really do in an automated fashion, really fast, and not so much just fast and less manual, but even like it really shows you the internal structure of language, which is just kind of fascinating if you enjoy language and communication like I do. So this is my second conference that I've attended. Last year's conference, just from that experience itself, was fantastic. And to be honest, pretty daunting. There was just such heavy amounts of information being shared, whether it was from the speakers themselves or even just the cool conversations between industry professionals that are dealing with the daily life of using analytics and running into the problems that they run into that's either very particular to them or actually very common across different fields. So it was neat to see different people chime in about like, oh yeah, this is how I took care of that. So I hope to gain kind of that experience again, where I just see a lot of the different problems that are coming up, because that helps equip me personally to be a better person in my role, where I can identify with the person I'm talking to and say, you know what, actually I've heard about that before, but maybe for a different industry. I'm going to be presenting, I think, 3 different topics, and one of them is one of those that's commonly talked about. It's the voice of customer analysis, specifically on call center data. Though I am really excited about that one, just because with text analytics and what it can be, especially if it's verbatim responses that are translated from voice to text, there's just so much more value you can get out of it than what a lot of companies are doing right now with just either manual curation, or the representatives are choosing certain categories for how it falls. But it's just not a good representation of really what your customers are thinking about, especially because most of us are not one single topic focused. We like to bring up all kinds of different things that we're maybe upset about or happy about, and you can often miss the minor points that are just as important as the main topic someone's calling for. If you could be a superhero, which one would you be and why? This is a fantastic question. I would love to be a superhero. Yeah, I guess if it has to be an already existing superhero, I used to always say Batman, just because he's the only superhero that doesn't really have any powers. He's got money, that's powerful, but it's really his skill set and his devices and tools, so I think that would be Hey, hope you come to the conference. Would love to see you there.